You may not believe this, but I used to be such a shy kid. It's true. Yes, I may have been loud and confident around my loved ones, but you put me in a situation where I had to speak with strangers and I would clam up. But guess what? I've overcome that fear, and now I can confidently speak in front of large groups of people. I can confidently speak on national television. Like, Dr. Phil.
With how Ed.
Do you want to know how I did it? In this video, I'm going to share 5 tips for becoming more articulate and well-spoken, which will help you be more confident in speaking. Welcome to the channel, Leadership with Mike. On this channel, I help you become a more confident leader, and I do this with no nonsense sense, if that makes any sense. I feel that I had an unfair advantage over many people. One of my first careers was in the service industry, bartending, waiting tables. This is a job that tends to be looked down upon, but believe you me, the number of transferable skills that you get from this industry are huge. One of these skills is confidently being able to talk to people. When I first started bartending, I struggled to find things to talk about. Customers would be engaged in conversations about topics that I knew nothing about, and it was rather embarrassing to have nothing to contribute. Not only that, it really hurt my earning of tips. You see, people are more likely to tip when you can join in the conversation. Of course, if you've been invited to. But if you're standing there looking like an idiot because you have nothing to contribute, you are losing out on connections, and as a bartender, you're losing out on some money. So I learned an important lesson. Be prepared by doing some research beforehand and understanding key topics. For me, that meant quickly scanning the morning paper for headlines and sports scores. Just having a general idea of what's happening in the world gave me some confidence to participate in these conversations. I didn't necessarily have strong opinions. All I needed was enough knowledge to say, oh, I heard something about that. What's going on there? And that simple ability to ask questions was all that it took for me to confidently become part of these conversations. Moving on, have you ever caught yourself having a conversation with yourself? I'm not calling you crazy, we all do it. But have you ever thought about how your self-talk is affecting your confidence? When it comes to speaking up at meetings or joining conversations, do you start doubting yourself or think that your opinion isn't important? I used to be like that, especially when I was younger. Let me tell you, it seriously puts a damper on your confidence. Looking back, I realized I wasn't very kind to myself in the way that I spoke internally. And you know what? In reality, I would never speak to another person like that. So why did I feel like it was okay to talk down to myself? Newsflash, it isn't. We need to speak with confidence and practice positive self-talk, especially before speaking in public, before important conversations. Personally, I still have moments where I slip into the negative self-talk, but most of the time, I've learned to embrace my knowledge and my experience and share it. And let me tell you, this has made a world of difference. I now speak up more often and have opened up countless opportunities for myself, for those in my group, in my community. Something that I recently discovered was, and I think it's interesting about myself, is my face. My face can convey a lot without me saying a word. It's kind of funny sometimes where salespeople won't necessarily approach me if I'm not interested in a product. And people rarely try to stop me on the street when I'm in a rush or perhaps I'm not in the friendliest of moods. They can see, because my face has a way of warning others to maybe keep their distance. But on the flip side, little old ladies can look me dead in the eye and be like, yeah, I know you wouldn't hurt a fly. And this got me thinking, we should all pay attention to our body language and how it can influence what we say or how we come across. When you learn to align your facial and your body language with the message you're trying to convey, you'll become so much more confident in what you do say, what you actually say. So let's make sure we're mindful of how we present ourselves, because it really, truly matters. Now, for a quick second, let's talk about taking control of task management for your team. and doing it with confidence. Because today's video sponsor, Connect Team, is your solution for efficient task management. In just a few clicks, you can easily assign tasks to team members. You have flexibility to add important details, set deadlines, and attach files. You can stay up to date on task progress and receive timely reminders. With tags and filters, it's easy for you to prioritize and visualize tasks. Managing your business has never been easier with Connect Team. Their system streamlines your daily workload, empowering your employees to be more professional and more productive. As managers, you can stay in the loop with task completion, eliminating the need to chase after employees. I want you to experience the simplicity of Connect Team so that you can transform your business management today. If you have 10 employees or less, Connect Team is absolutely free. And if you have more than that, use the link in the description for your 14-day free trial. Now, have you ever been in a meeting where someone's voice was so, please don't let it be mine on this channel, but somebody's voice was so boring that it nearly put you to sleep? Because I've been there. I can relate. Back in college, I took an accounting class and the professor had this monotone voice that could literally make me drool on my notes from boredom, because it actually happened. I actually fell asleep and drooled on my notes. Let me tell you, if you speak in a way that puts people to sleep, it's not going to do any wonders for your confidence as a speaker. But don't worry, because there is a solution. You need to learn how to vary the cadence and tone of your voice to keep listeners engaged. The key is to avoid sounding monotone at all costs. So how do we achieve this? Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Watch comedians. They have a knack for speaking in a way that keeps their audience engaged. Focus on how they speak, not necessarily the words that they're saying, but how they deliver it. And that elevates your speaking skills. Now, have you ever heard the saying, fake it till you make it? Sometimes it works just like a charm, and other times it falls a little flat. But here's the thing. When it comes to boosting your confidence in speaking, there's a little trick you can use. It's all about making eye contact. Yes, eye contact. Lock eyes, not in a creepy way, but make eye contact with the people you're talking to and watch how it just starts to transform your own confidence and it starts to earn their respect. We haven't talked about the important aspect here, which is improving your speaking skills. So in this video here, I share 5 proven ways to do just that. Get your coffee and I'll see you there. Ciao.